Hello and welcome back to the Easy Squeeze Page Generator tutorial series. Today we're going to go over how to create a video squeeze page. You're probably wondering why we're looking at this tiny little widget here that says official US time. The reason for that is that I've promised you a 10-minute squeeze page, and today I'm going to show you just how easy that is. If you look up top here, you'll notice that I'm in the Eastern time zone and that it's currently just a little bit after 3:45 in the afternoon. Now before we get started, I do want to make sure that you understand that I always create what I like to call a cheat sheet. What I mean by this is that I create a text document that lays out the 6 easy steps that are required to create the perfect squeeze page. That way I can go back and edit things without worrying about losing information if I have to close the program down, or if I'm working on things a different day, I can simply open up the cheat sheet and go from there. And you'll notice that in step 1, it says choose your video squeeze page template. So here we are, we're starting. It's now just about 3:46. So we're going to come over here. We're going to open this in a new window, launch the wizard. And we're going to start over today with the layered style. Now, the reason I'm doing this really quickly is that we've learned that the video on the left and the opt-in form on the right does convert a bit better. So we're going to use what works best in our demonstration models first, but in the coming days you will notice that we do demonstrate each one of the options for the video squeeze page templates and each one of the options for the standard squeeze page templates. But again, today we're going to start with the video squeeze page template that is labeled layer style. So let's click next step. Now, first option you're going to see in step 2 is the site title. So we're going to come down here to site title. I'm going to simply highlight this, copy it, paste it in. Meta description, going to highlight this. Your meta description is usually 1 to 2 sentences, not more than 150 to 200 characters in length. It's my recommendation. Make sure you include your keywords at least once, or your primary keyword, which in my case is squeeze page or squeeze page generator. Then you come over and get your keywords. Make sure they're comma separated. Paste them in. In this case, we're going to start out by choosing the red one. And with this template, all that does is change the color of the arrow on the far right, giving it a more pronounced call to action. The next thing you're going to notice as we click next step in step 3 is the subheadline. Now, I haven't tried using images here yet, though I'm sure they will work. However, I have tried changing the type of font being used, and that doesn't work. So for now, I'm simply going to use text up there, and you'll understand why in a few minutes. Next, we come down to the main headline. Now for this one, I'm going to use the image that we've created in our headline video tutorial. And for our opt-in headline, I've tried this a couple of different ways, but I think what I want to use is this handy little social widget that we got from a company called Social Twist. And next step, then we need our video embed code. Now you will notice that with our video embed code, I'm using a little bit of light CSS to bring the video up some. In this case, I think we only need it to come up 50 pixels. So let's highlight that. Now we need our opt-in form. Come over here. Now we're using Aweber for this, which provides a nice little snippet of code. However, I do believe that our software works with pretty much any type of an auto response service. You're simply copying the code that they provide you with their resources and pasting it in right here. And we click next step, and you'll notice that we're done. Preview the site, and voila. We have an attractive squeeze page. It's very easy on the eyes. It's got a nice call to action, a little bit of social element, a place here for people to sign up. It's got a good looking headline. You'll notice that up here it's created a really nice image using the text that we provided. So there's really not a lot of reason for us to try and reinvent that. We've got the image that we created in our first video, and then our video that plays nicely. There's even a little notice at the bottom that says we do not spam, rent, or loan your information. And you'll notice that we did all of this in under 10 minutes. But before we go, since we've been able to do this all so quickly, let's go back through some of the elements and take a look at a few other options that we could have used. Let's say you wanted to make some changes. I want to show you just how simple it is. Now you'll notice that all I had to do to get back to the actual generator is right click and click the back option. As you go through, it remembers everything that you've entered in. Remember our opt-in headline? Let's do something wild and crazy and get rid of that for a minute. Then there's our video embed code. Now right underneath the opt-in form, let's add a nice little image of an arrow that points up. Right there. We're just simply using HTML to bring the image in. So next step, preview. There we go. Just in case we want to draw a little bit of extra attention there, we can do that as well. Either way, it's really easy to use. You can create this your way. You can make it look the way you want. You can make changes. They're really easy. Really, really easy. All you have to do is go from here, right click, choose back, go through. Say you don't like that. For example, let's say you want to add back in the social twist. Take your cheat sheet, paste it in, click next step, your opt-in form code. Let's remove that second arrow. And voila, you're done. Looks just as beautiful this time as it did the first time. If you like what you've got, all you have to do is click right here to begin downloading your site. It's really that simple. Video squeeze pages. There you go. Now before we go today, I want to let you know that as we go through this series of videos, there's going to come a point when you want to actually edit this after you've already created things. And I will create videos that explain that as well. But first I want to show you how to actually build the squeeze page so that you can move forward with it. I will tell you though that for those who are using these tools and already know how to use HTML at least a little bit, and if you already know how to upload using things like an FTP program, make sure that you're using the squeeze page as either your main set of files or you're uploading them into a separate folder. You'll understand why if you know a little bit about HTML or web design. For now, just take my advice on this one. I will explain this in future videos, and as we get into the point where we explain how to edit things, it'll become easier and easier for you to create beautiful 10-minute squeeze pages and edit them at any point in time you want. And in closing, as I've said before, my name is Jeffrey Wire, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or hit me up on Skype. Thank you and have a great day.